Everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot. These are your angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and watch the placement of your choosing. Careful on that site. And I don't mean careful like that site is bad or anything. I would never share a link of a site that that is negative or anything like that. But there is an option where you can just get the free birth chart. It comes out on your screen, either your monitor, your laptop, your phone. You can download the PDF. That is free, yours to keep forever and ever, so you never have to go back to that site again. But they also have a paid option, which opens you up to like other different types of charts or birth chart analysis that they provide. And you don't have to do that part. So you don't have to enter a credit card or anything like that to just get the free birth chart portion. So just make sure when you're on that link on that page that you're clicking the right thing. Otherwise, you might get this payment screen. A few of you have posted about that and you're like, hey, wait a minute, I thought it was free. It was. You must have just then clicked to like join their site, like join their membership or buy one of their other services. But the free birth chart itself is free and does not require a payment of any kind. So just keep that in mind when you go to that page. Other than that, check out your other placements. Keep in mind that this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that I'm a Gemini. My ruling planet of Mercury is still in retrograde. So if I stumble or fumble my way through your readings today, I ask for your forgiveness ahead of time, like I just did, ahead of time. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. I hope that you're doing well today. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Your angel number 2. You have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allows you to see all sides of any situation, and it also enables you to advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome for all. This week, my darling, you are diplomatic. Twos and Tarot could talk about partnerships. They also could talk about a decision here that you will need to make in the upcoming week. So we'll see if once we get into Tarot what that is all about. Message from the universe. You can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you never thought before and showing up to meet them down the streets you've never walked before. So I do feel here like there's a decision point that the Aries collective is at. Message from your spirit guides. Bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision. I knew it. I just knew it. That you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision. And you will feel so much lighter when you do. Message from Archangel Michael. All is in perfect timing. Card number 1. This always gives me like Ace of Pentacles vibe. This is it. It's time to take action now, and I will be here to help you every step of the way. Your Moonology card here for the week. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So there's a decision here that the Aries collective needs to make. Obviously, that decision will be unique and different for all of you watching. Let's see if we can learn a little bit more about this and get you some advice. So tell me more about this decision here that Aries is pondering or contemplating or needing to make. Tell me more about this decision for the Aries collective for the week of November 23rd, 2025. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Two of Wands. I said twos are all about decision points, right? So the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. God, this is why I love tarot. I had said that this card reminded me very much of the Ace of Pentacles, and that's because in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the Ace of Pentacles, if you ever looked at that card, in the back is like an archway, and I always feel like that's the archway here in this card. So there's an opportunity here. New beginning, new job, new relationship. It's new. Something new here. Oh my God. And then you have the Page of Pentacles. So you have the messenger or the deliverer, the energy of the individual or entity that is making this offer to you. So I want to say for some of you, you already have this offer on the table. And this week you should at least start investing some thought into this decision. Like, do I want to accept this job? Do I want to go out on a date with this person? Do I want to look into moving in a new location? Like, I don't know what that Ace of Pentacles is for you, but for a lot of you, you already have this on the table. It has already been offered to you, presented to you, and you'll need to make a decision if you want to accept that offer or that opportunity. For others of you, this Ace of Pentacles is one that could be yours if you make the decision to go after it. So if you're a single Aries and you decide this week, you know what, I would like to be a little vulnerable and get out there and find a solid new connection, then it's yours for the taking. Same thing if I'm speaking to an Aries where you're like, I'd like to develop my own business. It's yours for the taking. This is a good week to make that decision and say, yes, I do want a new job. Yes, I do want a new relationship. Or maybe I want to take the current relationship from cups to pentacles, meaning solidifying it or making it a little bit stronger. Yes, I want the new job. So yeah, for some of you, it's already on the table. And for others of you, it's just yours for the taking, but you'll need to be brave enough to actually go out there and acquire it or develop it. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. The Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy, and it's about creating the structure and the plan and the strategy. So for those of you where the Ace of Pentacles has already been presented to you, and aces are potential, so it is the potential to get to the Ten of Pentacles, which is like ultimate abundance. But yeah, some of you may need to create a plan or a strategy in order to you move forward with this. So let's say this is a job, just as an example, you have a new job opportunity. It's landed in your lap quite recently. Yes, you'll need to make a plan. Are you accepting it? And if so, then when will you start this new job? And in that respect, when do you give the current place of employment your notice, whether that's 1 week, 2 weeks, or whatever you're contractually obligated to give them? So yeah, in that respect, it would be creating the plan or creating the strategy. For others of you, like I said, this is something that you need to go out and acquire, but it's creating the plan or strategy using work again. Okay, this is the week I'm going to decide I do want a new job. And so now I will create the plan or strategy, my resume, start working on my networking, on my network so I can better connect to people, so I can put myself out there and then obtain the new job offer. Anything else Aries needs to know about this? I split the deck. I get Six of Cups and I get the Knight of Pentacles. This is something that you have wanted for quite some time. You have wanted this for quite some time. Any other advice here on that Ace of Pentacles? Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles. You've been sitting on this for a long time, contemplating it, whether you should accept it or whether you should move towards it. Any other advice here in respect to that Ace of Pentacles? One more shuffle here. Let's see what card flipped over there. The Ace of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Swords, the Empress, and the Devil. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. Well, the Devil in this case is actually really good energy. First, let's begin with the Ace of Swords, clarity. This is you going within and being very clear-minded when you make the decision of, yes, I do want to accept that Ace of Pentacles that has been presented to me, or yes, I do want to go out there and find that Ace of Pentacles because I'm determined to leave a situation, environment, or connection that no longer serves me, and now I would like to find the new. And like I said, for some of you, it's already on the table, but this is a good week for you to go within and get the clarity to say whether yes or no you will accept the Ace of Pentacles. We don't have to accept all aces that cross our path, but I feel like this is a good week for you to make that decision about whether or not you even want it, want to pursue it, or want to go out and get it. In that respect, it would take you to acquire or become the emperor or empress here of your life. This is very much like take charge, a leadership type of energy. So taking charge and leadership to obtain that clarity, to make that decision, to go within, to do what is best for you, your life, right? The emperor or empresses are individuals who protect their kingdom. In this respect, this would be your life. This would be your future. So making the best decision here that would serve you. And that Devil card, I actually like it here because the Devil card is Capricorn energy. That is Saturn and Capricorn. And it's saying once you make that decision, whether or not you want to accept that pentacle or not, then it's being like obsessed with success to go after it, to obtain it, to maintain it, to achieve it, etc., etc. Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and the Nine of Swords. I like this. I feel like clarity comes to you, whether or not this opportunity will make you happy in the Nine of Cups energy, only if you go within. So this is a really good week for you to kind of pull back into Hermit energy, go within, get that clarity of mind that you need, and determine whether or not you actually want that Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, for some of you, it's on the table. In that respect, be obsessed with accepting it and going after it. And for those of you who want it, be obsessed with success. Create the strategy or plan you need to succeed. But yes, you can be bold and you can be brave. And this week, the universe is with you every step of the way as you move towards this new beginning. So it's a great week to take action. That is what I have for you, Aries, for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, or subscribe. Hype the video if you can. Remember to check out your other placements. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus, my bull gang. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Your angel number, my dear, 000. Talk about triple fool card energy here, right? You are one with the Creator. and there are no limits to what you can achieve. Obviously, you are the backbone of the zodiac. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on earth. This week, my darling, you are a creator. Message from the universe. Your time is coming. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. Hold only a bright and happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes, and don't allow your fears or your doubts or your insecurities to stand in your way. You're ready for something new here. Let's see what this is all about. Message from your spirit guides. Change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you have become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. Message from Archangel Michael. It's almost over. Card number 16. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. And your Moonology card here for the week. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Wow. Taurus, I've tapped into a group of you where you are on the precipice of a big life change, either by force or by choice. The time is coming. Whatever you're going through, these hardships, it's almost over. Okay, tell me more about this here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. There's a need here, I think, as you're moving through this, beginning this week, to stay as optimistic and as happy as you can be about life in the face of this radical change here. That is, I heard being granted to you. So this is something that you've wanted. Okay, tell me more about this change here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Tell me more about this change. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Wands, the Emperor, and the Eight of Wands. This is coming in quick. For a lot of you, you are closing out a major cycle or chapter in your life over the course of the next 8 days. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Death card. There's death and transformation, right? So a new beginning with every ending. Change can be scary. You'll need to be brave, strong at this time, which again, as the backbone of the zodiac, I do believe that you are. There's something here, and I don't mean this in a disparaging way, about like womaning up or manning up here, going from the King of Wands to the Emperor. It's like meeting this change head on. Tell me more about the change. What is this change here that's happening for Taurus? Yeah, for some of you, it's happening over the course of the next 8 days. For others of you, the change is beginning this week and will like finalize by Aries season. So it's something that you're doing incrementally. So maybe some of you this week are saying, you know what, I'm going to really put myself out there. I'm going to make it my job to find another job or find a financial solution to my current troubles. It's just an example that I'm being given. And in that case, you could start putting your resumes and applications together this week. You're, and again, it's just starting. Doesn't mean you have to get it all done, but you're collecting your references. You're getting all of, your websites in check, Indeed, your LinkedIn profile. You're making sure all of your social media sites are private, so prospective, employers aren't looking into your personal relations and what you do on a day-to-day basis, because it's really not their business, to be quite honest. That's just my opinion. So there's something like that, like just beginning the process, and then by Aries season, between now and then, you land this really great job. Like once you start really putting yourself out there, the new job opportunity comes in. So yeah, for some of you, the change will begin this week. It'll begin with like a mindset change, then creating that plan like an emperor would do, and it'll be fully executed by Aries season. For others of you, the change is happening now. Literally, you're in the midst of it, or you're about to be. Tell me more about the change here that's coming in Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. The change. The King of Swords, the World card. There's the ending. And the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. Some of you are closing up a chapter here with an individual. They could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They don't have to be. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sag as well, or someone who has those placements. But I feel like this is an end of a long chapter. It's taken a long time to get here. Like for some of you, it's been like a year, or you've had a cycle after a cycle with this person. I feel like the ending is coming, but afterwards you're kind of like, I don't know what happens next. And I think that's where this card comes into play. Like change isn't always easy, but you need to be brave as you step through this new portal, right, onto this new frontier. Because in the Two of Swords, the individual is blindfolded. And it's like, I know change is coming, but I can't see what happens next. So again, we're going to use work as an example. You get your resumes, your applications together, and then in time you end up landing this great new job. Some of you like in a leadership position, and you end up giving your current job the notice, and you're like, yep, I gave this job the notice. I have the next job. I know, my new start date. but I'm a little nervous. I don't really know what that new work environment will be like. So there's you're entering this new cycle with a little trepidation, a little cautiousness, understandably so, but I feel like you are closing out something here. Tell me more about what is being closed out here for the Taurus collective. Again, it could be an actual person that you're moving away from. For others of you, you're wrapping up something legal. Sometimes when I do readings, the King or Queen of Swords come out as something tied to the justice system. So maybe there's like a court case or a divorce, or again, you would already be in the middle of it or in the midst of it, or it has just started. And it's like, this is the change or the ending that is coming. For others of you, this could be a job that just does not pay you well. We have no pentacle resources on the table. In that respect, I think you're creating a plan to find another job. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Swords, further clarified by Queen of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Here's the walking away, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. This was something or someone you held on to for a long time. Again, could be a person from your past, someone that you have had extensive history with. For others of you, this could be a job that you've been at for a long time, and you're starting to make plans here how to move forward. I'm going to be honest with you. For some of you, you're leaving one person for another. And that could just mean like you're in the middle of a divorce, but you've already started dating someone else. Doesn't always have to mean third party, but there could be something like that here at play. But I do see you like leaving behind something from the past and moving towards something in the future, something that you feel is more balanced or more stable. And for some of you, that's more financial stability. And for others of you, it would be a partner who is more emotionally balanced. 3 cards of advice here for Taurus as they move through this change. Any advice for them this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is giving me very much like New Year's Eve vibes, right? With that big clock. If you've ever seen it on the television, they do it in New York City, the countdown. They do it in all major cities throughout the world, or most major cities throughout the world. So I feel like it's not quite over. It's like almost over. So this is like the hour before midnight, right? On New Year's Eve. So I do think there's a drastic change coming here. That expect this powerful change. And new moons are all about new, right? The new cycle, the new person, the new job. You have the Magician, you have the Four of Wands, and you have the Nine of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you have Knight of Swords. I would say this is a beautiful time for you to manifest what you want. A new living situation, a new partner, a new job that brings stability. You're wounded and you're weary from your last chapter, Taurus, but you're not down and out for the count. There's a lot more fight left in the Taurian collective. So use that boldness, right? Gather that bravery and move forward towards your manifestation, because what you want is coming. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is something you have manifested. This isn't just, the universe coming in and creating a wrecking ball in your life. I think at some point in time, you prayed for a better job. You prayed for a better housing situation. You prayed for a better partner. And I feel like that is coming in. So I would say to make your wish. You've got triple new starts here. So make your wish and start manifesting. We have a full moon in Gemini on December 4th. You might want to start gathering, making a list of what it is that you need to release. And then in that new moon in Sagittarius on December 19th, I would then call in the new, like, God, help me find a new job. God, give me the courage to leave behind this person or start this new chapter. So I would definitely harness the energy of the new moon here in Gemini on December 4th. And that full moon in Gemini is like releasing. So you're definitely like closing out a chapter here between now and the full moon in Gemini. And then definitely utilize that new moon energy in Sag on the 19th of December to call in the new. But yeah, I would expect powerful change this week, Taurus. And for most of you, it is a change that you are creating. So just plan accordingly. That is what I have for you, my dear, for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I'm so sorry, but I know my twin gang will understand. Thank you so much for that. Okay, Gemini, let's take a look at our angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Our angel number 1212. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout this entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. This week, we need to stay focused, which could be a little bit difficult because we are in the last week of Mercury retrograde. We then have a post shadow of 10 days. So some of you could feel a bit confused. You're not sure what to do, a bit scattered, a lot of forgetfulness. So this week, do your best to try to stay focused. Don't put too much on your calendar. Don't overextend yourself this week. Take it easy. Give yourself a lot of time to do things. Things that normally would take you 5 minutes might take you 10, might take you a half hour this week. So give yourself the time needed, and especially for those of you traveling as well to and from work or for the holidays. Stay focused on the road and give yourself ample time to travel. Message from the universe. What's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. Stay focused on the journey. What was never yours is starting to flee from you. In time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion, told you, and focus. There's that word again. Focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be, I will be happy when blank happens. Learn how to be happy now. Message from your spirit guides, release. You're being asked to release any toxic people, situations, environments, connections, or even patterns from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that goal. Message from Archangel Michael, trust in divine purpose, card number 34. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. And Moonology card here for the week. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. What is this dream? Turn your dreams into reality. Have faith in your dreams. Learn to be happy now. Give yourself some grace and patience. Maybe what some of you need to release is this tension of I need it now or it has to happen now. Tell me more about this here for Gemini. What do they need to stay focused on? What do they need to release? Anything in regards to this dream or this journey that they're on? For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What else do they need to know about this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Lovers. This is a choice. Two of Wands. Choice. 10 of Wands. So there's something here you need to release. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. Okay. If you're going to release it, this is the week to release it. Tell me more about the bird in here. I split the deck. I get the Tower and the Six of Pentacles. What is it that Gemini needs to release? Tell me more about the release here. What do they need to release? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you need to release? We have Temperance, we have Judgment, and we have the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. What an unusual message. You need to release doing things the hard way, or the tried and true way, or the way you've always done them. So there's something here in the Gemini collective that's a bit stubborn. Sorry. And I'm a Gemini, so don't get upset at this message. There's something you're doing. It's like, this is the way I do it. I do it 1, 2, 3. I do it ABC. I've been doing it like this my whole life. Don't effing tell me to change. And I'm not saying you're like this with every aspect of your life, but there's something here that you do that actually is quite burdensome. This is almost an energy of like work smarter, not harder type of feeling. You need to make a judgment call on this. This is very stubborn Taurus energy here, but it's difficult. It's proving to be difficult. It's time you take ownership of this. The Empress, the Nine of Cups, and the World card. Oh, and the Emperor. Time to be happy. Time to be happy. All right, tell me more about the bird in here for the Gemini collective. So something that we are doing it over and over again, or doing it the same way we've always done it. I think we need to release some here. Something here, I mean, it could be someone. I don't know about that, but I feel more like we've been doing something the same way over and over again. You know, I made this... I used myself as an example the other day in one of the readings that I did for Gemini. And I was like, I know that I need to lose weight, but I keep eating those damn gummy bears because they're so good. And now I went out and bought a pack, like a big bag of Sour Patch Kids. So there's something I'm doing over and over again that I need to release. I need to stay focused, right, on that diet plan. Tell me more about this here for Gemini. Tell me more about this here for Gemini. One more shuffle here. Thank you. And this is a conscious choice. Like, we have to do this. We have to make this change. The Nine of Wands, the King of Cups, and the World card shows itself again. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. We've learned this lesson already. We keep doing the same thing over and over again. And I think this was actually in our weekly reading. I think it was the Tarot card of the week reading for Gemini. We love this, whatever this is. We love those gummy bears. I'm going to use that as the example. We love those gummy bears, but it's enough. Doing the same thing over and over again is not giving us the desired waistline that we want, right? So whatever this is for you, you've been doing it over and over again. It could be smoking. It could be drinking. It could be overspending, which a lot of people are known to do, especially as we're nearing the holiday season. There's something here that you're doing over and over again, and the universe is trying to tell you, stop doing that, stay focused, create this, you know, plan for yourself, and then like stick to it, stick to the diet regimen, stick to the exercise regimen. Don't give up on it. It might be difficult on some days, you might be tempted on some days, but it's becoming too burdensome, and it's starting to like block out this the blessing that you're looking for, or this new thing that you want. Anything else Gemini needs to know about this? There's definitely something here we need to put an end to. So for each of you, it'll be different. Figure out what that is, and then release it. Or this week, make the plan to release it, and then create a plan on what you're replacing that with. And I think I'd said in your reading, like I went to the store and I bought grapes and cherries and stuff, so I can still satisfy my sweet tooth, but not overindulge. Of course, while I was there, I picked up a bag of Sour Patch Kids, but not overindulge in what that is. So yeah, stay focused on the path, on the plan, on the mission, on the goal. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Further advice for you, the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. There's that temptation. Temptation to overshop, overconsume. It's time to let this go. This is a pattern that we're doing. This is not an external force to us, like we need to let go of a situation, environment, or connection. This is very pattern orientated. Consequently, we have no swords on the table. So as a reader, I look at what's on the table and what's not on the table. And maybe for some of you, you need to actually release negative thinking or self-doubt that you have about yourself or your abilities or your capabilities. For others of you, this is overspending or overconsumption of some kind. We should start working on becoming single, free, and independent of it, one step at a time. Page of Cups as an act of love for self. And whatever that dream or that goal is, we need to have faith in it, create the plan, stop doing whatever we're doing here that is impeding our growth or impeding our path forward. That, again, I'm just making a joke of it, but like that waistline that we want, it's out there, right? It's coming to us, but we need to then stay focused on whatever, you know, dietary or exercise regimen we have in place and not be tempted, especially as we're entering the holiday season. There's going to be so much food around this week. So yeah, I feel like that's the message here for the Gemini collective. There's something we are doing that is not beneficial either to our health or some type of plan or path that we want in our life. That is what I have for you, Gemini, for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Angel number 77. It is time to move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and your biggest ambitions. Now is the time to be bold and be brave. Message from the universe. Things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you, all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, and contracts will come into your hands. Message from your spirit guides. Receive, which actually shows a hand receiving, kind of like Six of Pentacles energy there. You are being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you are worthy of these gifts and open up to receive them. Message from Archangel Michael. Be the real you, card number 6. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. And your Moonology card here for the week. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Tell me more about this here for Cancer. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions. If you walk towards whatever this is, you will receive it. Like it will meet you halfway. I also think you need to be real with yourself about this. Sometimes we get trapped in this feeling of we want something and we get a little confused. And I know I did in the beginning as well, watching tarot readings. And a lot of readers will be like, oh, just manifest it. Just hope and pray for it. And it'll just come to you. And then what I learned from that is that's part one. That's, for me anyway, that is only one part of a 3-step process when it comes to manifestation. Yep, I do need to hope and pray and manifest, right, what it is that I want to receive. But then I need to do something. If we actually look at the Magician card in Tarot, the Magician is the only card in Tarot, the only individual in Tarot. It's the energy of a person who has all 4 aces. The only card that depicts all 4 aces. So yes, do we need to wish and hope and dream and ask for what it is that we want? Then we have to get to work and make it happen. We have to show the universe that we not only want whatever this is, but we're willing to put in the effort to make it happen. I can ask for a job all day long, but if I don't put my applications and resumes together, make sure it looks sharp, professional, create the online profile, make sure all of my personal websites are privatized so prospective employers aren't digging into it too deep. I need to come across in a very professional way to obtain that job. I need to put my best foot forward. When I go on the interviews, I then need to make phone calls, not just emails or a text message, a phone call, connect, show that I want that job, ask for a follow-up, go prepared to the interview with the questions that are necessary for the job and for the employer that you're interviewing for. So it's just like, make sure you create that plan for that whole follow through. And then you have to hope and believe that you will receive a job. So I always look at manifestation as a 3-part process. I think for some of you, you're asking for something, but you're not actually putting the work in. I really want my house to be organized and clean. That's great. When are you going to start organizing and cleaning it? You know what I mean? It's like that. Okay, we'll help you. And they're like, okay, Cancer, we'll help you. But you need to put some effort in as well. Tell me more about this. And then you need to hold your vision, like believe, okay, universe, I'm doing my part. Where's your effort now, right? Where's your 50% of this? Tell me more about this here for Cancer. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I remember doing a reading for a woman once, and I told her that it was a private reading, and she had 2 soulmates actually on her path, romantic soulmates. And like 3 months later, she messaged me. She said, I just wanted you to know it's been 90 days and I haven't met anyone. And I'm like, really? Because you had another water sign and a fire sign on your path. And then I pulled a location deck and I went back to the video because I do record the private reading so then I can send them a copy. So I went back to that email and looked at the video and I was like, oh, well, I had the locations like as suggestions on where you could go to meet these people. And I'm like, did you go? Like, did you get involved? And she was like, no, I haven't really left my house except to go food shopping. And I was like, okay. They're not going to magically ring your doorbell and be like, here I am. Remember that tarot reading you got done? I'm the fire sign that's headed your way. So yeah, I think in that moment realized she missed the opportunity to connect with those people. It doesn't mean that she can't connect with them again or connect with other people, but she had missed that opportunity thinking just because a tarot reading told her it was coming, but she didn't have to do anything else. So there is something here like, yes, be ready to receive, but then you also need to like be brave enough, right? Vulnerable enough then to put yourself out there or to start to get that work done. Bottom of deck, Page of Cups, because then it comes in, they offer the opportunity. Page of Cups, Justice, and the King of Wands. Like once you take the inspired action to go after it, bottom of the deck, the Devil. It's really easy to get caught up in that. Oh, look at that, the Devil, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. I don't have to do anything. It'll just come to me. And that's a toxic form of manifestation. I don't think you're actively doing toxic form of manifestation. I think your belief is there and it's beautiful, but when it actually comes to like, okay, well, now I'm going to go take the inspired action. Some of you aren't doing that, or you're not doing that as well as you could be doing that, especially if this comes to love. Like you could be, I would really like a partner, but I'm making no effort to find anyone, or I would really like a long-term partnership, but then meanwhile you are on, apps that are more for like a hit it and quit it type of connections. So I just kind of feel like some of you, maybe you're looking in the wrong place for this, or you're just waiting for it to come to you. Tell me more about this inspired action here. Yeah, I think you got to be bold and be brave. Oh, wasn't your reading this week something about having like a broader vision, almost like a king/queen of wands vision, like kind of looking outside the box if you're looking for a job or a new place to live? There was something here about like broadening your horizons or broadening your scope. King of Wands, tell me about the King of Wands energy here. I think you need to embody a little fire energy here to go after whatever this is. One more shuffle, thank you. Because then it does come to you, the promotion, the contract, the job, the person, the creative venture. King of Wands, clarified by 3 of Cups, a reason to celebrate. Page of Swords, it comes in. And the Chariot, and it comes in fast, like the moment, oh my God, 4 of Wands, a reason to celebrate, a cause for celebration. So it's like the moment you start taking action in a more expansive way. So again, let's use house as, because we've got house and home there in the 4 of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Emperor. Let's say this is a home project. And I know I've been doing this. I think I started in March. This is so bad. We're 6 weeks, 5 weeks away from the end of the year, right? So in March, I was like, I'm going to start organizing my bedroom. And I ordered all this stuff from Amazon, like a little more closets and stuff. It's all still in boxes. I haven't even opened the boxes. I've never painted the bedroom. I didn't bring one box upstairs to start. I'm so ashamed of saying this to you, but I have to be honest. So I asked God, I asked the universe for the money that I needed to be able to buy these items, because I'm sleeping in a bedroom that I've never painted since I moved into this house. It still has the previous woman's paint on the walls. And so I did manifest the money. I worked hard to as well. I didn't just sit home, wait for a check to come. I worked really hard. December, January, February, I got enough money. March, I bought the stuff. I even bought the paint. And now it's sitting there and I've done nothing with it. So I did not use my four aces, right, in the card of the magician to get it done. But if I take the inspired action this week to say, you know what, every day I'm going to just put 1 hour. That's all. I don't have to spend all day. I don't have to hurt myself or tire myself out. But if I just put 1 hour a day into finishing that project, yeah, that bedroom will be done probably by the end of the year. But I need to start this week. So it could be something like that. Like there's like a home project you want to do. You're like, oh God, I really want to do it. Give me the idea, give me the inspiration, help me, come up with the money. And it's like, okay, it's all there. The creativity, the inspiration, the money, the supplies. But if you don't take the inspired action, you're not going to wake up tomorrow and have that, what's her name from Bewitched, where she like wiggles her nose. You're not going to wake up, wiggle your nose, and the bedroom will be done. Just using myself as an example. So it's like once we take the inspired action, victory and success is ours. And it comes in very quickly. Anything else Cancer needs to know about this? And I feel like with this Justice card, it's like if you do your part, then the universe does their own. And again, could be in terms of a job, doesn't have to be. Could be in terms of, like for me, reorganizing your home or fixing up your home. And yeah, if you want a love partner, if you want to receive that love offer, you'll need to take the inspired action of put yourself out there in the best way, right? The best website or the best 3D experience or the best dating app. Anything else Cancer needs to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and 4 of Swords. I love the Cancer Collective. I really do. I think we've bonded very well in the last 18 months of providing these readings here on YouTube. And there was a moment in time you were like the fastest growing sign for me on tarot and on YouTube. I don't want this to come across in a negative way. Sitting around and feeling sorry for yourself doesn't get it done. And I see that with a lot of love in my heart. And I say it as someone who has sat around a lot this year feeling sorry for herself for a myriad of situations I put myself in and bad decisions that I made on my own behalf. I can be honest with you. And there's something here about like, don't sit around and feel sorry for yourself. You lost that job. It sucks. It does. Are you capable of finding another one? Absolutely. It sucks. You're alone. Whatever this is, you have to do it alone. Are you capable of doing it alone? You bet your sweet ass you are. Don't feel sorry for yourself that you have to do it alone or you're spending the holiday alone. Lots of us spend the holidays alone. You can still enjoy the holidays. Okay, so whatever this is for you, this project, this plan, the type of connection or connections you want in your life, a project you want to do around your home, don't sit too long in this. Why something in the past didn't happen, why you have to do it alone, or why you are experiencing a holiday alone or something like that. Don't. Should you feel bad for yourself to some extent? Of course. You should show compassion for yourself, right, and grace. But don't use that as an excuse to not move forward in this direction. Hold your vision. This is what you want. This happened. It sucked. You've been healing from it ever since. And yeah, at times it gets really lonely, right? Especially when we have pain within us that the outside world doesn't really know about. There's a time to nurture this. There's a time to heal this. But then there's also a time to move forward. I would be open to receiving. But again, in order to receive, we need to walk towards that manifestation. That bedroom is not going to paint itself. That is what I have for you. Be brave and be bold this week. Hold your vision. Move towards it. Allow yourself time to grieve. Absolutely. But don't spend too much time here. You've got a great future here waiting for you. All you need to do is start walking towards it. That is what I have for you, Cancer, for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, please click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. There goes Mercury retrograde, making me sound like an idiot. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, my thoughts will be with you this week. Stay strong. You'll be okay. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Angel number 13. You are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic yet practical outlook will keep you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. This week, my darling, you are confident, or you should be confident. Message from the universe. Every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy it and you receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that that not so good part won't last forever and that better days are on the way. Message from your spirit guides. Focus. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and towards what is working. Pay extra attention to where you place your focus. That'll be the first step toward creating an amazing life for yourself. Message from Archangel Michael. You're ready for more. Card number 40. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the change that you have been contemplating. Yeah, I feel like this is more work related, whether you are a business owner or you desire to be a business owner, or even if this is just changing jobs in terms of your career field or the industry that you currently exist in. And if you're a business owner, this would be like changing up your job. Your Moonology card here for the week. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So it could be a little emotional as the moon rules our emotions. So this could be, for some of you, an emotional decision to relaunch your business, launch a business, change jobs, move in a new direction. Tell me more about this here. And it doesn't have to be negative in terms of emotions. There just could be a feeling here of being nervous, trepidation, a little too cautious, not being confident in yourself or in your dream or in your goal here. Tell me more about this here for Leo. What do they need to know about this dream or this goal of theirs? And the confidence. I feel like you're lacking confidence in something, which is so unlike you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Three of Swords. That is why. Okay. Three of Swords, the Death card, and the Chariot. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So for some of you, let's just say this is work related. Let's say I'm speaking to a Leo. You are a business owner. You had a great idea. You were confident in the beginning, right? I'm going to launch this business. And somewhere along the way, you lost focus on it. Not blaming you. I'm just stick with me while I go through the message, okay? You thought you were focused, but not really. You had a general idea of what you wanted the business to be, but maybe you actually didn't plan it right. You could have jumped a little too quickly at it. And that's okay, right? When we're new at something, it's a lesson, right? It's a learning process. So again, just using that business there as an example, then I feel like it didn't work out the way you thought it would. There was a feeling here of like loss. I really thought this would get off the ground. I thought this would make me a lot of money. So there's a feeling here of like sadness. Maybe your confidence took a hit because the business wasn't successful or as successful as you thought it would. There's also a feeling here like it ended before I even had a chance to get it off the ground. But your message here this week is you're ready for more. You can relaunch the business. You can do it in a different way. You can take it in a different direction. Or if you had a business fail in the past, it doesn't mean you can't move forward with a new business opportunity. Same thing if we're looking at love. Some of you really would like a love partner, but you're a little too focused now on a relationship that has ended, that broke your heart to some degree or let you down. And some of you are still healing from that loss. And I feel like in that respect, Source is telling you at this time to work on your self-confidence, your self-worth issues that you may have, because you do have something new here coming in. So I would claim this how you want. This could be, again, the new business or relaunching an existing business. It could very well be a new job. I could be speaking to a Leo where you still can't believe that you were just let go from a job or the company downsized or closed. Maybe they sent your job abroad. A lot of companies are doing that these days. Whatever it was like a financial loss or an employment loss for you. And it's really easy to get stuck in this. I can't believe they fired me. I can't believe they outsourced my job. But there's a new job opportunity coming in. So you could claim this as current finance or love and romance or any other aspect here that you need. I think you're ready for more. I think the more is coming in. I wouldn't get too stuck on this, whatever caused this feeling of like defeat or loss or whatever ended here. Do you need to feel it, in order to heal it? Absolutely. But I wouldn't stay so long in this. Again, we're talking about the full moon in Cancer, which is a lot of emotions. I wouldn't invest a lot of emotions into what didn't work out. And instead, I would focus on what can work out because you do have something new here coming in. Tell me about the new. So I feel like this week, the Leo Collective is being asked here by the universe to work on any self-confidence or self-esteem issues that they have. Tell me about the new that is coming in. This is temporary. Remember this card? It says every situation in life is temporary. This could feel monumental to you, losing the job, losing the business, losing the person. but that pain or that loss is temporary. I know like right now it could feel like your whole world, but the source is saying, no, refocus. This is a blip in the scheme of your life. Tell me about the new that is coming in. Now is the time to make this change, to move in this direction. There's success here. There's victory for you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Star. Oh my God. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is something new. It's financially rewarding. It's financially abundant. I mean, for those of you looking for a love partner, this is someone who's single. They're abundant. They're financially self-sufficient. You claim this how you want. It's a general collective reading. This can be anything or anyone that you want, but I know that it's a wish of yours. This is something that you want. This is a desire. This is a goal. This is a dream. And it's about to become a reality for you. So claim that how you want: the love partner, the job, the stable living situation, financial abundance, your own business. The opportunity is coming. Page of Cups, Six of Swords, Nine of Swords. This is what you have to get out of. The I'm not worthy of it. I won't be successful. No one will ever want me. I think that's what you need to move on from. Six of Swords, Nine of Swords. The worry, the doubts, the fears, the insecurities, the low self-worth. Any other advice here for Leo? Let's get you advice on how to deal with this. Whatever this ending has been for you, it's been difficult, or this change, I'll say change, transformation. Can we get advice on this first? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice. Five of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune is always turning. You don't have to sit stuck or stagnant in this. This was a temporary situation, regardless of how long it took to build up and to lose. And I don't know how long ago this loss happened for you, but there's something here about regrounding yourself. This is also fixed energy here with that Wheel of Fortune. I know it's Jupiterian energy, so it is like having a more expansive view, but I feel more like keeping your eye on the prize here. This ending occurred. It hasn't been easy for you, or like I said, you launched a business, but it just wasn't as successful as you thought it would be. But there's something here about like abandoning this feeling. Like, why didn't it work out? Why didn't they love me? Why wasn't the business successful? I almost think like you need to abandon the why and just understand that it was a lesson in life or a cycle in life. It was temporary. It does not determine what the rest of your life will be. Just because that relationship ended doesn't mean you won't have another one. Just because that friendship ended doesn't mean you won't have another friend. Just because the job ended doesn't mean you won't have another job. There's something here about remaining very grounded and understanding that life is filled with highs and lows. And this is just clearly a low for you. You will get through it. It was just a cycle. I would create a new plan or a new vision here for yourself. And I would stay focused. I don't know why that Wheel of Fortune is giving me like, stay very fixed, stay very focused on this new goal of yours. Anything else on that Wheel of Fortune card? I don't usually get that message for the Wheel of Fortune. There's something here like keeping your eye on the prize, knowing that better is coming. Something more expansive or someone more expansive is coming towards you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Further clarified by Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and a Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. There's definitely a healing here that is needed for the Leo collective. You know, I did a Leo reading about 3 months ago, and there was a woman, she was very nasty in the comments. I ended up deleting her comments. But she wrote something to the effect like, you're always talking about healing, and like, what do I have to heal from? So my husband left me, and blah, blah, and that's what she needed to heal. She like unloaded on me the failing of her marriage. And I could tell from her words, she was still like very bitter and very angry and held on to a lot of resentment. So there's something, I know that I talk about healing a lot in a lot of my readings, but there is something here that the Leo collective needs to heal. You're kind of stuck in procrastination station here, thinking about the loss, or I launched this business and it just wasn't successful, or why is it not gaining traction? Why is the public not attracted to my services or my products? Some of you are taking this as like a personal insult or like a personal assault, why the business didn't launch, why no one is, interested in your manuscript, or no one wants to publish your book, or there's something like that, or why can't I find a love partner? But I think it's because whatever it is that you're doing, you're entering it with this lack mentality. There's a lack mentality here in the Leo collective because of that ending. So whatever that ending has been for you, I don't think you have fully come to terms with it, and I don't think you have fully healed it. You're still dealing with this pain. The Ten of Swords, the Hangman, the Eight of Swords. You've been holding on to this for a long time. The pain, the resentment, the anger. Can I get advice for how Leo can, because I see that Queen of Cups who's flanked by this like procrastination station. So if I just look at the Queen of Cups, I would say it starts with self-love. You need to start loving yourself, rebuilding your self-confidence here. Any other advice on rebuilding their self-confidence? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Rebuilding your self-confidence. The King of Wands, there you are. The Two of Swords and the Tower. Start today. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Start today. I know you can't see it. You're probably watching this reading, or at least someone is watching this reading saying, oh, my confidence, there's no issue with my confidence. There is. There is. There's something here that you feel that you're not good enough, or I don't know, something here ended in your life and you feel like you're never going to be able to replace it. Yet something better is on its way. And I know that you can't see it now. So I'm asking for advice on how you can start working on your self-confidence. I would start with daily affirmations every morning. I started them 5 years ago when I went through my separation and then the divorce, and I still do it to this day, even though I am in a very happy relationship. You can go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com, click on resources, scroll a bit. There's a link there for the daily affirmations. I think there's 99 on that list. I don't know. It's always growing and updating. But I would start, and I do start my day every day reading one of those to myself in the mirror. Today I am smart. Today I am beautiful. Today I am confident. Today I am worthy. Today I am lovable. When someone says something negative to us, or we have a negative interaction or a negative outcome to something, it impacts us deeply, especially when someone says something negative to us. It takes like hearing that same thing, but in a positive way, like 10 times, just to undo the one time we heard something negative. So if it's nice to get those, affirmations from other people, but it begins with us. There's a love of self here that's needed in the Leo collective. So if you wanted to do this, I think you would see a transformation in your self-confidence here, and you can begin as early as tomorrow morning. Again, go to the website, print out that list. I just added to my Google Calendar. So every morning I get the pop-up of what I should say to myself in the mirror. And that might be something that some of you want to start doing this week. I think there'll be a radical transformation in your self-confidence as you start speaking words of affirmation and kind words to yourself on a daily basis. It will start to boost your self-confidence. And I think that's a good step for many of you to take. There will be a radical transformation if you do that. I'd like to get you 3 cards here on this new thing that is coming in. Anything that Leo needs to do in respect to this new person, new opportunity, new business venture, anything that they need to do. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Anything that you need to do. The Moon, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. You can't see it now, but you will crush the competition. That's what I just heard. You can't see it now. It's hidden in the energy of the Moon. But that Five of Wands is competition. If this is a business venture, you need to do it a little bit differently this time. Contemplate it. Figure it out. Stay focused. What is the end goal? Reverse engineer it if you have to. Create a plan and strategy. Create a schedule and stick to it. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. It's all about strategizing, creating a plan, and creating a schedule and sticking to it. Every day between this and this time, this is what I'm going to do for my business, or the manuscript, or the book that I'm writing. This is the amount of time I'm going to spend every day loving myself, nurturing myself, building up my self-confidence. This is like, you can't see it now, but you're going to crush the competition, but you need to start working on whatever this is. 3 of Pentacles today. And if you're looking for a job, this is the week to start really getting your resume and application together, sharpening it up. You can't see it yet, but you're going to beat out the competition once you put yourself out there to find a job. So stay focused this week. Work on your self-confidence. Whatever this has been, I hate to say accept it, but you'll need to get to that place of acceptance in your own time. But I think the first thing here that you can do is accept that this has happened, and accept also that it's a temporary situation. You won't feel like this forever. Start working on your self-confidence. And I would also start working on the new. There's something new here that wants to come in for you. And for most of you, it's work-related, either launching your own business, relaunching it in a different way, or going out there and finding another job. But you're going to have to put in some effort here, right? Some pentacle resources. And I think the best way for you to do that, Leo, is to create a plan or a strategy. And then what you want does come to you, but it's because you'll be working hard to make it a reality. Those are your messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. I hope that they were helpful. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Angel number 4. You bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. This week, my darling, you are stable. Message from the universe. Choice is the most powerful tool you have. Every choice you make will shut some doors, but it will also open several new ones, bringing new experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. Message from your spirit guides. Comfort. How can you bring a little more comfort into your life? You can increase your comfort through tangible items such as soft clothing or good food, as well as intangible items such as thinking loving thoughts about yourself and inviting peace into your heart. Message from Archangel Michael. Your loved ones are safe. Card number 41. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. Moonology card here for the week. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. I love when the sign gets their own Moonology card. I don't want to dwell too much on this message. I think it came out in your weekly reading. For those of you that had someone pass away, your loved one's soul or spirit is safe. Okay, they're safe. I feel like they've made it to the other side. They have their wings. They made it to the other side. Someone needed to hear that. Okay, your loved one is safe. Tell me more about this message here for Virgo. About being stable. Some new change here that's happening. I think this time to give rather than taking in that comfort card. Some of you need to actually make time for yourselves. Some of you overgive to others. I think you need to make a choice. You're only one choice away from a different life. For some of you, that begins with doing things for yourself to restabilize yourself, especially for those of you where you have encountered a loss, whether that's financial, emotional, physical, or an individual. I got to look at this card a little better. Some of you may have lost a Gemini. I don't know why that just came to me. Some of you may have lost a Gemini, a Scorpio, or a Virgo. Okay. Any other messages here for Virgo? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, 8 of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. The bottom of the deck, you have 4 of Wands. This is comfort, creature comforts. I just heard the Hierophant, the 4 of Wands, and the Devil. Not taking the Devil as something negative here with that 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords is rest and relaxation right in this deck. This individual is in their bed. And interesting how this said, like, buying soft clothes or pillows and good food. So I feel like you're going through a stressful time, or you have been. You're very much up in your head about something here that has ended, or some type of setback. It could even be an argument that you had with a person. I have 5 swords on one side, 3 on the other. So either a loss or a setback or an argument or some type of heartache or disappointment. I think you can't see it now, but I do believe that the way forward here is for you to restabilize yourself by nurturing yourself. I think this week is a good week for you to not worry so much about others. Everyone will be okay. This week you need to take care of yourself. It's a time to give to yourself. And it's a choice that you need to make here this week. Tell me more about this choice. I feel like, I hate to say the world can wait. It's the feeling I get here. The world can wait. This week, make some time for you. Tell me more about this here. Tell me more about this for Virgo. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Cups, loving yourself, King of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Wow. That's taking the inspired action to really go within and love yourself this week. Spend some time, do some writing, some journaling, something that kind of sets your soul on fire and makes you happy. Take the inspired action this week to love on yourself. I don't know what has you so trapped up in your mind, but a good way to restabilize yourself, rebalance yourself. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Look at that. 2, 2, 2. That's an extra angel number for someone watching. 222. I will add it to the pinned comment in the section with the timestamps. So there's something here about recalibrating yourself, rebalancing yourself, shifting your focus more on yourself this week. Any other messages here for Virgo? Restabilize yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Maybe you need a new pillow for your bed. Maybe this week, if you can't afford it, don't go into debt. Buy yourself something that you really enjoy eating. I feel like we saw that Devil card. There's a little bit like it's okay to indulge every once in a while. And this is a good week for you to do that. Any other messages here for Virgo? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 6 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck. Again, I get Devil and the Hangman. I don't want to tell you to do anything that would be detrimental to you. That's not what this message is. But there is something here, again, with that 4 of Wands. Just take a little time this week to do something that you really want to do. Something that you really want to do. I go back to the world can wait. Your loved ones are safe. You don't have to be You don't have to be the one to do everything for everyone this week. Pick one day this week to do something nice for yourself. Your loved ones, the people who truly love you, they will understand. And I also feel like get creative. Get creative this week. Journaling, writing, going for a drive, going for a walk out in nature. Reground yourself. Do something you've been wanting to do for a while that you kind of put on the back burner, like watching a movie that you want to watch or something like that. There's something here about regrounding and restabilizing yourself. It's a choice you need to make. Stop worrying about everyone else. This is a fantastic week for you to give a little love to yourself. I feel like I'm speaking to a Virgo where a lot of people just take from you. They take your energy, they take your time, they take your love, they take your ideas, they drain you. And it could just maybe you have a very stressful job. But whatever this is for you, whatever stressful situation you've been going through in that Eight of Swords, I think your message is pretty loud and clear and a bit short and sweet this week. Please make some time for you. The world can wait just a little bit for Virgo. We'll be okay. Focus on yourself this week. That's what I have for you, my dear, for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Thank you very much for that little break. Hope you're doing well. You have become one of my favorite signs to read for. And I think it's because it's a very exciting time for the Libra collective. I know you've gone through a lot, but I do think you have a new chapter here opening up for you. And I feel like the energy is gaining momentum. So let's get into your angel messages here for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Angel number 26. You have a desire to succeed, and you will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. This week, my dear, you are tactful. Message from the universe. When you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Let what was inspire a new way of living, and don't allow it to limit or determine what or who you can be. There's definitely a new chapter here for you. Message from your spirit guides. It's time. Told you. You're being asked to move forward towards the dream that you have been carrying in your heart. It is time to bring it out into the world. You're ready, Libra. It's time. Message from Archangel Michael. You are protected. Card number 39. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. It's time. You can move forward. You can do it in a tactful way. Moonology card here. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. We have a full moon in Gemini on December 4th. Yeah, it's a full moon in Gemini on the 4th. Okay, tell me more about this. You can move forward. You're okay. You're protected. This dream, this vision, this new path. I feel like with the communication is key. Ask. We have Gemini's opposite sign is Sagittarius. We have a new moon in Sagittarius on December 19th. Between now and then, figure out, detailed, what it is that you want and call it in. Communicate in that new moon energy. And think big, right? Sagittarius energy. Think big. Tell me more about this here for Libra. What else do they need to know about this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Wands, taking that inspired action. Queen of Wands, and the Lovers. It's your choice to make. Bottom of deck, Seven of Swords. You could sabotage this new beginning, right? And I think we discussed that in your weekly reading. You can stay where you're at. You don't have to move. I don't think it's so much at that point you're sabotaging a new beginning, but you would be delaying the new beginning. So there's something here about you have a choice here to make, Libra. You could do the same thing you did in that past chapter. In that respect, I think the new chapter will be exactly like the past one was. Or you can take the inspired action. You could be bold and brave and confident, which I've no doubt that you are. And I say that with no prejudice as your cousin sign of Gemini, which is represented here in the Lovers, but this is the ultimate choice card. You can make the choice to do something different. Don't delay or sabotage this new beginning. And even if this is like you wanting to launch your own business, sometimes Queen, King of Wands, I see as the entrepreneurs of Tarot, the business builders, you're protected. You can move forward. It's time. If you've been working on this business plan, it's time to launch it, whatever this is. Seven of Swords, the Magician, and the Knight of Pentacles. Don't block the path. Don't block your manifestation. Don't sabotage it. Tell me more about this here, about this choice. Don't hold your place. Don't hold yourself in this place of resistance. The Seven of Swords. I'm afraid. I'm going to stay stuck in this toxic relationship because I'm afraid to leave it. I'm going to stay stuck at this toxic job because I'm afraid to leave it. I'm not going to venture out on my own because I'm afraid to leave my house. There's a little fear here. Like, well, I'm afraid of the new. Don't be afraid of the new. You are protected. Tell me more about this choice here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The choice. Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Five of Swords. You don't have to do it all this week. This big change that you've been contemplating, this new life path, the dream, the goal, the wish here that you have. You don't have to do it all this week. But you can start small. Page of Cups to the Page of Swords. Gathering the strength, gathering the courage, opening up your heart to this, acquiring more information or more knowledge. What do you need to do to prepare? It's far better to do that because you have a choice, right? Lovers is a choice. Page of Cups to the Page of Swords. I'm going to love this new beginning. Maybe I don't love how I got here, but I'm going to do things smarter and I'm going to start small. No big radical changes this week. These are just cards of inquiry. Again, starting small, or you can make the choice to do nothing at all. You can sit there in the Four of Cups and feel sorry for yourself and throw a little pity party. And you could reject the new beginning. Ace of Cups is being offered to you kind of like a hand of God. You can stay where you're at, or you can do it entirely different. The choice is yours this week. Five of Swords, Eight of Swords, Six of Wands. I have empathy for you. That Eight of Swords is Gemini energy. So as a Gemini, you know, I was saying this in the Gemini reading, I'm not too worried when I see Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords come up for a Gemini because we kind of live like that 24/7. But for a Libra, it's a little bit different. You're a softer air sign. You're a gentler air sign. And when you get trapped in your mind, it could leave you very stuck, afraid to move forward. You'll contemplate all of the negatives instead of focusing on the positives. And that's just your nature because that comes from a place of fear, right? So whatever this is for you, I think you're afraid to start over. I think I've tapped into a group of you where you're afraid of the new chapter. There's something in you feel is calling you in the new direction, but you're worried about it. And that worry could keep you stuck. You could miss an opportunity here. Tell me more about the new opportunity. Tell me more about the new opportunity here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Six of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Bottom of that, King of Cups. Two of Cups, Seven of Wands. The new opportunity. A new soulmate. And that new soulmate could be professional, platonic, or romantic. Living your truth. Queen of Swords is Libra energy. Living your truth, living authentically to you. Some of you are afraid to live authentically to you. Some of you are afraid of encountering a new soulmate. You don't want to start from scratch again in meeting a new person or meeting new people. This could even be relocation for some of you with that Four of Wands, or a relationship that can go the distance and possibly even lead to cohabitating with this person or even getting married to them. So this is what you would be missing. Living authentically to you, being true to you, and moving in the direction of a new soulmate or soulmates, whether they're professional, platonic, or romantic. This is what you could potentially be missing out on if you stay where you're at and repeat that cycle. What is Libra leaving behind here? You're so resistant to leave whatever this is, but I don't really think it's that good for you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Six of Wands, Eight of Swords, Knight of Cups, bottom of the deck, Death card. This was supposed to leave your life already. The Devil, the Three of Swords. What's behind the Devil? I just heard that song, Tainted Love. For some of you, I mean, it could be an addiction that makes you feel good in the moment, but isn't really good for you. It could be a toxic cycle that you have with a person in your life, or tainted love. I don't know. Maybe look at that song, see those words. Maybe some of them will resonate for some of you. But this was supposed to end, whatever this is for you. And it's heartbreaking for you to exist in it or to continue living this way. But at the same time, it's a comfort zone for you, but it's a toxic one. So that's what you're leaving behind. There's false victory in whatever this is. It's false love, or it's detrimental to your happiness. It's not consistent. There is no growth here. Again, you can do it again, or you could Five of Cups and the Hangman, leave it behind, but this is where you're stuck. So I feel like your message this week is that you are protected. Your loved ones are protected. It's time for you to move on from whatever this is. Communication is key. Like I said, we have a full moon in Gemini on December 4th. Full moons are about releasing. I would do a manifestation full moon ritual. I'll put a link for you below, pinned to the comment section with the timestamps on how you can do that full moon release. I would prepare to do that in the full moon in Gemini, right? Communicate that out, get it out. And then on December 19th, I would do a new moon ritual and call in the new, because a new person, place, thing, or opportunity wants to come in for you. 3 cards of advice here, or closing messages for Libra. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Chariot, move forward towards victory, towards success. 5 of Pentacles, abandon whomever, whatever that is that's been holding you back. King of Cups. I don't know who this soulmate is for you. I mean, you've got Knight of Swords, a Page of Pentacles, and an Ace of Pentacles. This is solid. This is a solid person, a solid opportunity, a solid job. I don't know who this person is. I feel like they come in and you have to ask for them. I would ask for this person. But first you have to be willing to let go of what is holding you back, whether that's an actual person, place, or thing, or if it's just your own insecurities, doubts, and fears. But it's time. It's time to move towards a new. And you have at least one person here energetically waiting for you. So I'll put those links below for the new and full moon rituals. I do encourage you to do them. I practice them every month. I let something go, a fear, a doubt, and then I call in the new. I'll call in for courage. I'll call in for strength. I'll call in for clarity. I would do those 2 rituals. I think it's time for you to move forward. You're protected. You're safe. I think I said in your reading, you have a clean slate here, Libra. It can be anything you want it to be. You get to write the next chapter. Take your time in the next 5 weeks to figure out what you want it to look like. Because I think in 2026, your life changes radically. But the time to start working on that change is now. That is what I have for you, my dear, for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio, my moon babies. I know some of you like hearing that. Some of you don't like hearing that. Oh, well, I just said it, moon babies. Okay, let's take a look at our angel messages now for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Angel number 222. Who else had this in their cards that came up? And I was like, oh, that could be another angel number for you. Maybe it was Virgo. I don't know. It'll be pinned with the timestamps below in this video. So take a look at that angel number. I think there's like more information there for you. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. This week, my darling, you are balanced. Well, I love seeing that as we're closing out your season and entering Sagittarius season. I don't think your season was particularly easy for you. But I feel like this week there's a calm here in the Scorpio collective. Message from the universe. When the world feels like it is crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. Yeah, I don't think you had the best Scorpio season. I do think things are about to get better for you. Manifest. I was going to say call in what you want, and then your spirit guides gave you the card of manifest. You're always manifesting, whether you're aware of it or not. Manifestation is based on your thoughts, and you're being asked to manifest consciously through positive thinking, so you will attract into your life exactly what it is that you're wanting. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing. Watch your thoughts this week, okay? You're at a turning point of something here in your life. A message from Archangel Michael. Open up to your spiritual gifts, manifestation gifts. Card number 21. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Moonology card here for the week. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. What is it that you want? Because your commitment to it is being tested. All right, tell me more about this manifestation here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. How rough was that new moon in your sign on the 19th? Whew. That was hard for me as a Gemini, but I am a Scorpio moon. It was not easy. So, yeah, did it feel like the world was crashing down around me? A couple days later now, I'm already starting to feel better. And I think a lot of you probably are as well. First card out, 2 of Wands, Justice, and the Star. There's your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, the moon. You can't see it now. The Devil and the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. I'm looking at the moon schedule here that I have in front of me. Full moon, the next full moon is in Gemini on December 4th. Something you don't see is coming towards you. Something, someone, manifestation. I would, Gemini rules communication. Well, Gemini doesn't rule communication. Mercury rules communication. Between now and December 4th, I feel like this is a heads up for you. High Priestess and the moon, okay? Be very conscious of what you're thinking about whatever it is here that you want. Financial success, your relationships to improve, or a relationship to improve, or meeting a new person or a new job opportunity. I would stay very balanced, very grounded this week, okay? I feel like this is coming in, but only if you maintain that balanced approach and think positively. I think you have to open up to that. Your commitment to this is being tested. Tell me more about the star. Who or what is that star? Obviously different for all of you, but one more shuffle here. Thank you. The star is being clarified by death. That's you. Ace of Swords. That is a truth judgment. I would decide what it is that you want. Eight of Wands. It comes in quick within 8 days. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but that would put us in the energy of the full moon in Gemini on the 4th. I would be very careful of your thoughts over the course of the next 8 days, whoever or whatever it is here that you want. And I've said it before in readings, do not manifest a specific person. You might draw them to you momentarily. It's going to bounce right off because at the end of the day, they have the divine gift of free will. You wouldn't want someone that you don't want to communicate with or be with to manifest you into their life, because all of a sudden you'll feel drawn to go towards them or call them. And then after a couple of days or a week or two, you're going to sort of wake up and be like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't want to be with this person. I don't want to talk to this person. I don't want. So we wouldn't like it done to us. So I wouldn't manifest the person. I would manifest a person for those of you looking for love. Okay. The same thing if it's job. I wouldn't manifest like, oh, I have to have this job with this company. Just manifest the best job opportunity, the best financial opportunity, the best love partner. And just keep thinking the best love partner is coming to me. The best job is coming to me. The best financial opportunity is coming to me. Your commitment to the best is being tested. And then whatever shows up, that's what's best for you. That's what's fair and balanced. So you're at a Y point here. You can continue to manifest a very specific thing. And again, if it comes towards you, it might bounce off. Or I would go big. I would make the judgment call, say, you know what? I want the job that's authentic and allows me to be authentic. I want the job opportunity that is authentic to me. I want the love partnership or the person that is authentic to me. Whoever shows up will show up. 8 of Wands, the Chariot, and the 7 of Wands. Oh, they show up fast. King of Wands. They show up fast. But you need to, in that 7 of Wands, make that determination. So you're not asking for or manifesting something specific. I would manifest the best. What is the most fair and balanced for me? Your commitment to not this thing is being tested, and not even so much to the manifestation. Your commitment to yourself is being tested. If you ask for the best, those seeds of your thoughts will grow and it will come in. The angels are sending you messages at this time to guide you. This reading could be considered one of those messages. Anything else Scorpio needs to know about this? You have a lot of major arcana cards here. I mean, this is a little 6-card spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 6 are here. I'm sorry, Ace of Swords is not a major arcana card. My apologies. 4 out of the 6. This is you. 2 of Wands, Ace of Swords, making the decision now to manifest something that is authentic, moving in the direction of authenticity. Anything else Scorpio needs to know about this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. And then as you talk about it, you have to talk about it favorably, right? Because your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with your words, your feelings, and your actions. So I know the best job is coming. I know the best financial opportunity is coming. I know my business is going to boom. I'm going to put in the effort, right? I can't be a slouch. I'm going to put in the effort to meet that person, expand the job, find the job, whatever this is, launch the business. But it's going to be authentic to me. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to believe it. And I'm going to speak these nourishing words, and I'm going to feel like it's coming towards me. Anything else you need to know? Page of Wands, the 2 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. The soulmate comes in. Professional, platonic, romantic. You know what I find fascinating about this? No people cards. We don't have court cards here. I mean, we've got the page, but the Page of Wands for me is like the Fool card. It's the minor arcana card to the Fool card. It's discovering. So this is what you discover when you call in the best. It's then like given to you. It's like a gift. It's right under judgment. So it's like this ends up being a gift to you. So I would call in the best business partner, the best job, whatever it is that you need, the best landlord, the best realtor, the best lover, the best love partner, the best life partner, whatever it is here that you want. You're at a wide point. I think you're narrowing down your manifestation to a specific something or someone. And I would go a little broader on this. I would go a little broader on this. I would ask for the best. Your commitment to yourself here is being tested. The best will be gifted to you. It is a soulmate, soul bond connection. There we are again with the Eight of Wands and the Chariot. It comes in fast. The person, the offer, Knight of Cups. I would call in the best at this time. Any other closing messages here for Scorpio? Any other closing messages here for Scorpio? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Closing messages. Knight of Wands. The Moon. I'm telling you, you don't see it coming. Seven of Cups. These options as choices. Your dream come true. Seven of Cups is Neptune and Pisces. Your fantasy, your dream, your thoughts. Plant good seeds between now and that full moon in Gemini on December 4th. Your commitment to yourself is being tested. I would call this in. I know full moons are about releasing, but you could be like, I release that it needs to be a specific person or a specific job. You just bring me the best. I release the need to control the outcome of something. I release the fears, doubts, and insecurities with whatever this is. I'm going to just trust and believe that you're going to bring it in. I would call it in. I would call in what it is that you need here. But then consistently speak well about it and speak well about yourself and believe that it is coming. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. Your commitment to the best that you deserve or the best that you need is being tested. And it all starts this week. That is what I have for you for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at your angel numbers for the week of November 23rd, 2025. I just want to make sure, yes, my mic is still on. Okay. Your angel number, my dear, 15. Your love for others is powerful, and you are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you in contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your warm heart and words of wisdom. This week, my darling, you are wise. Message from the universe. Prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier with yourself. There is no rush. Excuse me. Message from your spirit guides. Surrender. You're being asked to let go of your need to control every part of your life and just surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion, and it is exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. Message from Archangel Michael. Let it go. Wow. Card number 18. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can fully embrace the future. And your Moonology card here for the week, confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. All right, let's get your deck out. Tell me more about this here for Sagittarius. Whatever it is here that they need to let go or surrender. What they can do about rebuilding their confidence here. I think for some of you that haven't let go of this situation, environment, or connection, I think confidence will be your key to success to let go of it. And for those of you that have let go, either by force or by choice, moving on from it will require some confidence as well. Tell me more about this here for the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Phoenix, rising from the ashes. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. I would create a plan here this week. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. Some of you are sitting in this, right? So let's say I'm speaking to a Sag and you're sitting in a situation, environment, or connection. You're like holding on to it for dear life because it's a comfort zone. And sometimes getting out of our comfort zones could be a daunting task, could be very overwhelming. In this respect, it's just telling you to rise up, meet this moment where it's at, rise to the occasion. You don't have to do it all this week, but you can create a path or a plan or a strategy to move towards the new. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. Virgo is all about creating structure, plans, schedules. So there's something like that here this week. If you're still holding on to it and because it's a comfort zone, just create the path or plan on how to move forward. Create the strategy. For those of you where you're out of it, again, either by force or by choice, I think it'll be easier for you to let go of what it was. And it will also help build your self confidence if you create a regular schedule. Again, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. And this would need to be something like that you do every week just for you. And this is probably going to sound silly, but when I was going through the separation, you go from living with one person, and then I ended up living with no people, right? Just myself. So you go from living with another to living with one. And at first it was daunting. It was challenging, right? I really didn't have a lot of confidence. And I was still kind of energetically holding on, right? Even though it was my choice to leave, my choice to let go, there's still an energetic attachment. And then I realized, oh my God, you know what I could do? This is probably going to sound so stupid to you right now. I was like, you know what I can do on Friday nights? I can just have a bubble bath. I know that sounds so crazy, but I could not do that in that marriage. There was a lot going on. We had a lot going on. His work schedule, when he got home, I had to have dinner ready. I was just like, this is the one thing that I could just put on my schedule and say, come hell or high water, every Friday, I'm going to end my work week with a nice bubble bath. I'm going to soak in it for an hour or two if I can. I'm going to have a little tray table. Like I literally envision I'm going to have a good smelling candle, some good soaps, maybe a good glass of wine or whatever beverage it is that I want to drink. And I'm going to really just enjoy my quiet time. It could be something like that, but I do have it on the schedule. And 5 years later, I am still doing that. Now, if something does come up, and maybe then I'll do a Saturday night, but I end the week doing that for myself. I am committed to it. It's in my Google Calendar. And I wake up Friday morning, it says on the calendar, tonight is bubble bath night. And I got a little emoji of a champagne bottle next to it. Not that I have champagne in the tub, but that's my moment. I would create something here and build it into your calendar to do one thing nice for yourself every week. It could be a walk in nature, watching your favorite movie, eating your favorite meal. There's something like this here I play. I think that will help build your confidence, believe it or not, either to let go of whatever this is, if it's still in your life, or just how to help you get past it. You're going to need to build up your confidence, build up your self-love, build up your self-esteem. So yeah, if you're still in it, create a plan or strategy this week, or at least begin to create the plan or strategy on how you can exit it and move towards the new. And for others of you, you're already out of it. I would incorporate one thing into your schedule that makes you feel good. And it's something that you can do every week. Like I said, go for a walk, meditate, watch a funny movie, or I would do something for yourself. Anything else here about this strategy or plan here for Sagittarius? Anything else for this plan? One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Hierophant, and then like stick to it, right? That's Taurus energy. That's I'm going to do it every Friday night regardless. And if by chance I can't, because something comes up, then I'm just going to move it to Saturday night. But I'm going to get it done. It's come hell or high water. The Hierophant, the Hangman, and the Fool. Yeah, I would incorporate something new here. This new chapter of your life, you have Three of Pentacles. Something, invest pentacle resources into yourself. You don't have to go into debt doing this. Time, love, money, something. I would create a new strategy here, a new plan, a timeout, Hangman energy, when you don't have to do anything but be you and nurture yourself and do something that will make you feel good about yourself again, something that will help raise your confidence. And like I said, either to leave behind this person, place, or thing, or how to move forward after it has already exited your life. I wouldn't worry too much about what the future holds, what's going to happen next week, a year from now. I would let go of that control. Instead, I would implement, this is the advice here, is to implement something new. Three of Pentacles, the King of Wands, you taking the inspired action, make this decision. Two of Swords. So take time this week. Think about one nice thing that you would like to do for yourself that you haven't been doing for yourself, and carve out a little time in your schedule every week. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, a half hour, an hour, whatever it is, and then stick to it. Be very make it part of your regiment. Like, I'm going to do this every week at this time, and allow yourself some grace, right? On the days that you can't. Kind of create a rain date, right? If I can't do it Friday night, I do it Saturday night. If I can't do it Monday morning, I do it Tuesday morning. And start working on that confidence. Start building yourself back up. But it all starts this week. So give some serious thought about one simple thing you can do for yourself every week, Sag. And then from here on out, just stick to it. That is what I have for you, my dear, for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Angel number 27. Your mind is wide open, and you are tolerant and compassionate towards all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and you want to improve the condition of people around you, whether they are in your community, your country, or the world at large. This week, my darling, you are expressive. Message from the universe. Sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long and reach for the new opportunities, the ones that are waiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it. Message from your spirit team or your spirit guides. Pivot. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. So this week, think about how could you pivot even just a little bit. Message from Archangel Michael. Get your power back. Card number 13. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take back your power. Moonology card here for the week. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. I think I talked about this in the tarot card of the week reading. Some of you do not express yourselves very well, meaning you hold on to what you want to say out of fear of rejection or abandonment, or there was some conditioning there in childhood that you should just be grateful for who and what you have, and you shouldn't ask for more, or you shouldn't voice your opinion. I think some of you need to pivot. I think there's, again, that communicative wound here is coming up. Like you need to get your power back. You got to pivot just a little bit. Learn to express yourself, your wants, your needs, your desires, your dreams. And you can do it in a very balanced way. Like you don't have to be aggressive, like I want this now type of thing. But there is a wound here, an expression wound, a communication wound. And you don't have to make this big change this week. I just think you need to pivot just a little bit. I definitely have a group of you here where you're like afraid to speak up, or you hold it in. And then when you do speak, it comes out like a volcano. Understandably so. You've been holding it in for so long. Sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So, suppressing it, the anger, the rage, the confusion, Okay. Tell me more about this here for Capricorn. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter energy, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So we are now in Sagittarius season. So I think this is a good week for you to learn how to be just a little bit more expressive with your wants and needs. You have the Two of Pentacles. You can do it in a very balanced way, again, not a forceful way. Magician, Mercury, right? Mercury rules what? Communication. So I think you have an opportunity here this week to express a want, need, or desire. You may be inclined to not say it, to not voice your concern or voice your opinion or voice your opposition. I think it's going to be a little test here for you this week. I think you're going to pass it. I think you're ready to get your power back. Again, you don't have to do it in a domineering way. You can do it in a very balanced way, but you will be given the opportunity this week to speak on something that in the past you would not have spoken about. I think it's time that you be a little expressive. Just pivot just a little bit. Do something a little out of the norm. When you're asked a question, answer authentically. Even if the person receiving it may not like the answer, as long as you're doing it from a place of love, you're not doing it aggressively, you're doing it in a very balanced way. I feel it's a good opportunity here for you that you should take. This is a little test here this week. Something's going to come up and you're going to feel inclined to say it. And part of you is going to be like, oh, no, don't do that. They're just going to get pissed off. They're going to get upset. Say it in a loving, balanced way. Tell me more about this. Thank you. Six of Wands. There's victory there. You're going to feel really good about yourself once you just say it. I would really like blank. Or if someone says, what do you need? Instead of just going, oh, nothing, right? And like suppressing your actual need, you say, you know what I would really like, what I really need? Blank. You're doing stuff around the house. It's the holidays and you need help. In the past, you would have just taken on that 10 of Wands all by yourself. This week, you can say, excuse me, hey guys, I need help with this. Could you do this? Could you set the table? Could you get the milk out of the refrigerator? Hey, can you run to the store? I forgot to get whipped cream. Delegate. Just pivot just a little bit this week in a very balanced way. I think you're going to feel really good about yourself when you do that. Six of Wands, the Ace of Swords, speaking your truth, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, putting an end to like not saying anything, not asking for help, not expressing yourself. Ace of Cups. You have a little test here coming this week. And this could even be for some of you where maybe you're apart from a person, right? I see in the Two of Pentacles, the Two Pentacles are like sort of being pulled apart. You're still connected to this person, right? Energetically, but maybe you just can't spend this holiday with them, or something you want to do this week you can't do with them. And in the past, you wouldn't have said anything. You don't want to make them feel bad. This week, say it. And again, do it in a balanced way. Now, I really wish we could be spending the holiday together. I look forward to when we can spend the holiday together. I miss you. And in the past, I think you would have been like, oh, I can't say that. I don't want to make them feel bad. No, Express yourself again from a loving way. It's an act of love. It sure beats holding on to it in that Nine of Swords and then saying, I should have said this, I should have did that, I should have asked for help, I should have told them how I felt. Page of Swords, small. Just communicate the want, need, the desire, whatever it is here for yourself this week. Let's get any final messages here for Capricorn. Any final messages here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Final messages. Four of Wands. There's success here. Three of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Again, it's small. Asking people to help you, asking people to collaborate with you, expressing some help that you want, asking for it, expressing your desires. What is it that you need from others? What is it that you want? Get your power back. Stop being, you know, like Dirty Dancing, right? No one puts baby in the corner. No one puts Capricorn in the corner. This week, whatever it is that you're feeling, holding on to it will do more damage. So let it go with love and just speak it. That is what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Angel number 1. It's almost like it's giving me magician energy, although it shouldn't, but that's what it's giving me. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. This week, my dear, you are innovative. Message from the universe. This new chapter in your life will require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had up until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. Yeah, magician energy, as above, so below kind of thing, okay? Message from your spirit guides. Allow. You're being asked to open your energy field and to take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow of life. It is safe to open yourself back up again. So allow the new chapter to come in and be excited about it. Message from Archangel Michael. Angels of healing are with you. Card number 2. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. There's something new coming. Now, I don't do medical readings, but I am noticing the caduce here, the medical symbol. So if some of you are having like a, any type of like health crisis or health issue this week, I would, I don't want to give advice, but I would open myself to getting a second or third opinion. That's all I'm going to say about it. Be innovative, think outside of the box, and I would get a second or third opinion. Moonology card here for the week. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. I would allow the new in. It doesn't have to be love related. It could just be something that you love. Tell me more about this here. And Libra energy is all about fair and balance. So whatever this new cycle is, this new chapter, it will be more fair and more balanced for you, but you do need to allow it in. Tell me more about this here. Split the deck. 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands. A bit wounded and battered by life, but not giving up. Tell me more about this here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Tell me more about the new chapter, the new cycle, what they need to allow in. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 3 of Pentacles, the Star, wish fulfillment. It's also healing. I would pray to Archangel Michael this week if you are having any health issues. I'm not saying that's the be-all, end-all. Obviously, you want to go to your doctors and your specialists and all that. Someone watching this needs to hear about getting a second or third set of eyes, like to look at the test results or to look at the testing or something like that, getting a second or third opinion. But regardless, this not only is healing and patience, but this also does talk about wish fulfillment. Something here about get to work on your wish fulfillment. Yeah, 5 of Swords, get out of your head and get to work. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Get out of your head and get to work. What is this all about? Get out of your head. I get some of the craziest messages sometimes. Why get out of your head? There's too much worry here. Too much what if this happens, what if that happens? Too much worry. I think you need to drop the worry. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Swords. The Empress, the 4 of Swords, and the Moon. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords. I think thinking negatively about whatever this is, this wish, this dream, this goal, this new chapter, this new cycle, maybe even like this health diagnosis, I feel like this would be a really bad way for you to like manifest the desired outcome that you want. I think you would be sabotaging it in the Seven of Swords energy. You do have a new cycle here that's at least trying to open up for you. The universe is giving it to you. You don't have to accept it. I'm surprised we didn't get an ace here, but I'm feeling very much ace energy. So there is a new beginning here. Some of you are receiving a new job offer. Some of you are receiving the opportunity to travel. The Empress here has the world here. Some of you have the ability to relocate. Some of you have the potential here to meet a new love partner or to take your existing connection to a higher level of commitment. There's something new here. It's waiting for you to birth it or to give life to it, but you don't have to accept it. If you get too caught up in your head, you could sabotage it by not reaching for that ace. What is that ace? I keep feeling a newness here. Again, you don't have to take the opportunity, but if you allow yourself, you open up and allow yourself, then I feel like it does come in or it is yours. Tell me about this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Cups. So it would make you emotionally content, very happy. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. There's the ace. New cycle. Page of Wands. If you allow, again, 7 of Swords, you can sabotage whatever this is by thinking negatively of it. For example, let's say I'm an Aquarius, you put your house up for sale. And then every day you're like, no one's going to ever buy the house. I'm not going to get, no one's going to offer me what it is that I want. Yeah, you can absolutely sabotage the opportunity. Your thoughts at this point in time, for whatever reason, will become reality. So if you think negatively, you will get a negative outcome. Oh, why am I going to go out there and date? Everyone is all the same. I'm never going to meet the one. Okay. Then the new romantic cycle won't begin. You won't meet this new person. I'm currently in a relationship. Oh, they're going to argue again. They're going to do the wrong thing. I'm going to do the wrong thing. You know what I mean? And then you're manifesting an argument, or you're manifesting chaos in your connection. You really want to get the job, but then every day you're like, I'm never going to get a job. No one's going to hire me. I have to, not enough experience. I have experience, but not enough education. Like, you're literally going to think your way out of the manifestation. Let's get you some advice. You have a new opportunity here. You claim it how you want. Career, finance, love, and romance. You need to actually go out there and get it, or go out there and create it. You're going to have to think positively about it. This is wish fulfillment. This is something you've always wanted. Remember, I was saying I was getting magician energy off of this. So if we look at manifestation in a 3-part process, first we have the ask, right? We're communicating to source, God, whatever you call that entity. God, I really need blank. But then you can't just like sit around with your hands folded or your fingers up your butt and just think it's going to come to you. The new job isn't going to ring the doorbell and say, hey, Aquarius, heard you were looking for a job. Got a call from the big guy. Want to start tomorrow? No one's going to ring the doorbell. Hey, Aquarius, I'm the love of your life. I'm everything you've ever wanted in a partner. Come with me. Let's run away. I'll make you very happy. God sent me here. Gave me your address. So manifestation, it's great to ask. I always say the first part is the ask, the prayer, the manifestation, calling it in. And part number 2 is I have everything I need to make this happen. Meaning, if I want a job, I'm going to ask for a job. I'm going to ask for God to bring me the best job. But then I have to go out there and apply, right? I have to fill out the applications. I have to submit the resume. I want a love partner. I have to go out there. I have to meet that person. I have to make myself vulnerable. I have to get to know people. I might kiss some frogs, but maybe I'll find the prince or princess, right? I want to list my house for sale, but I need to get it ready. And then I need to talk to a realtor and list my house for sale. I can't just say, oh, please let someone come by my house, and I don't even have a for sale sign in the yard. Who the hell would know it's for sale? If I'm talking about I'm an Aquarius rising and like I want to strengthen the relationship with my partner, then I can't just say, oh God, help my relationship with my partner strengthen. There are things I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to show up differently in the relationship. I have to be more receptive to his wants and needs and be able to better communicate mine to strengthen our bond and deepen our connection. So, and then I have to believe my thoughts, get rid of the 5 of Swords. I have to believe it's possible. I asked for the job. I'm doing the work to get the job. I'm going to believe every day it's coming in. So whatever it is, don't leave out that last part. It's so important. You ask for it, you go out and get it, but then you believe it's coming to you. Even if today is not the day that it comes to you. 3 of Swords. Even if today is disappointing because it didn't happen, it doesn't mean it won't happen. Final messages here for Aquarius. I would allow the good in, manifest what you want, put in the effort to go get it, and then believe that it is coming in. Final messages here for Aquarius for the week of November 23rd, 2025. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Temperance. Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands. I would pray to Archangel Michael this week for whatever it is that you want here, because he's shown up here in your reading. So I would pray to Archangel Michael to bring in this new opportunity, the new job, the new offer, the new lover, a way where you can strengthen your relationship, maybe even a new living situation. I would ask for help with this, then apply yourself to making it a reality and keep believing every day that it's possible. Allow it to come in. And then I feel like it comes in. And then that sidebar message for some of you where you have something medical here going on this week, I would get a second or third opinion. But that's all that I have to say on that. I just think that's good overall advice. That is what I have for you, Aquarius, for the week of November 23rd, 2024. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of November 23rd, 2025. Angel number 6. Your heart is your gift. You are a natural born nurturer. You have a talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. This week, my darling, you are nurturing. Message from the universe. You are safe and you are protected. The worst is now behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned, and it is safe for you to trust your path again. I love that. I just got a bunch of spiritual, some people call them goosebumps, but I just got it like head to toe for you. Message from your spirit guide, Soar. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. That's what it says, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Message from Archangel Michael. Embrace this magical moment, card number 11. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting a miracle. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. Moonology card here for the week. You are very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. Okay. New path, new chapter, new opportunity. The worst is over for now. The worst is over for now. I would enjoy this moment of change, even though if it's coming out of chaos or loss or deception, I would, don't block out this new beginning. Don't look at it like it's a terrible thing. Look at it as a blessing. There's literally like a new beginning, new start. Ace of Pentacles, like it's like kind of being thrown at your head. I don't mean that like it's going to hit your head, but I feel like it's being thrown at you, like kind of like a frisbee. Yeah, the universe is throwing you something new here. Be ready to catch it, okay? Tell me more about this here for Pisces this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles. There's that pentacle. It's being delivered to you. It took a long time to get here. The Fool, the new beginning. And the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God. The Ace. All aces are potential, right? Lead you to the Ten of Pentacles. God is about to bring you something. The universe, whatever you want to call it. A new opportunity. It's been a long time coming. It sets you on a new path and it leads you to abundance. You're very close to achieving this goal. Embrace this moment. What is this opportunity? Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. You are protected. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Two of Swords, don't block it. That was the card we saw before at the bottom of the deck. Two of Swords, the Magician, your manifestation, what it is that you want. Queen of Swords, bottom of deck, Five of Pentacles. Some of you have been hoping and praying. Oh, yeah. Some of you are hoping and praying for financial assistance. You're having difficulty with money. You don't know where the next check is coming from. You don't know how you're going to pay your bill. You don't know, winter's here for half of the world, right? In the Northern Hemisphere. You could be concerned here about like heating cost or how you're going to keep your family warm. I see two people shivering here, just even how you keep yourself warm. You have something new coming in, Sagittarius season. Claim this what you want. Figure out what it is that you need in Sagittarius season. Okay, see it clearly. Be true with yourself. What is it that you need? And then manifest it. Don't block this opportunity. And go big. What do you need here? And I'm not talking about, oh God, I want to win the lottery, although that is good, but there's something here. You need to like be real with yourself. What do you need? I need food on the table. And then be open to allow that to come in. It might come in a little differently than what you expect, but you get food on your table. Okay, call this in. So financial resources. There's something here with house and home or food or money. If this reading is resonating for you, you know what that is. There's something here about comfort and stability, and it's like long term. I feel like it does come to you. So be real with yourself this week. What is it that you want? Embrace this magical moment and ask for it this week. You're very close to it coming in, very close to you achieving this goal. Anything else Pisces needs to know about this week? Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. I would not miss this moment. This is your week to call this in. Relief, help, assistance. Anything else Pisces needs to know about this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Swords. Think about it and then meditate. Meditate, pray for it, ask for it. We have an angel here in the window. So it's like your thoughts here. You can just communicate here with a higher source, with a higher being. Eight of Pentacles and Judgment. It's like then they get to work on it. They make the judgment call. Oh my God. Empress, Ten of Swords, Queen of Cups. They're going to help you with this. I don't know what you're going through. I feel like some of you are having difficulty either putting food on your table, paying your electric bill. You don't know where the next, check is coming from. You don't know how you're going to handle the holiday season. There's something here about paying for heating costs or keeping your house warm or keeping yourself warm. There's also something here in terms of transportation. Some of you are having issues with transportation. You're on foot, walking a lot. I just see here that the universe wants to bring this in for you in Sagittarius season. So I would really meditate this week, contemplate what it is here that you really need, that you really want, ask for it. And I feel like the universe gets to work and brings it to you. I would embrace this magical moment and ask for whatever this is. And then I feel like over the course of the next 4 weeks, it does come in for you. That is what I have for you, Pisces, for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you a fantastic week. Don't forget to manifest. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.